Hi Leo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-November 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge of the gap spread. And the way it works is I'll look at the past, present, and future energies between you and the main love interest. Then we'll pull oracle cards to help with the bridge of the gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's a way around your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Nine of Cups. So, I feel like this is saying in the past you might have just been more focused on your own energy, possibly because you might have walked away from a connection that you felt like it wasn't going to reach a full level of genuine, lasting commitment. So, because of that, you might have felt like, okay, you know what, I walked away from this relationship because I didn't feel like it was going to ultimately lead me to that ultimate happiness, and then you just could have been more focused on building your own happiness. Now, I don't feel like that's directly related to this person, but I do feel more so that this was the energy that you were in the past when you first crossed paths with them. Past energy on their side, we have the Two of Cups. So to me, this says that they actually probably felt a really strong attraction to you, but they might have actually picked up on the fact that, yeah, it seemed like you were just more focused on your own thing and not necessarily ready to give to a connection. We see the jugs knocked over there, so to me, that says that, yeah, they might have realized that, okay, this person just isn't really in the headspace right now to give toward a connection. Present energy on your side, we have the Prince of Arrows. So this is actually the equivalent of the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini energy. Yeah, so this could just be saying that now you might be shifting out of that energy to where you might actually be more ready and willing to put more energy toward a romantic connection. This could even just be saying that maybe in the past, the two of you might have just been more interacting with each other on a friendship level. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is Capricorn energy here. So yeah, so I feel like this is almost pointing to the energy that they were feeling in the past, to where they might have felt like in a way that even though I feel like it wasn't really a true rejection, they might have felt rejected by you in the past. So now if you come forward presenting, an opportunity to them, they might have a little bit of hesitation there where they might be like, okay, well, where's this coming from all of a sudden, So it might actually come as a sudden surprise to them that actually now you do want to pursue the situation with them. In the future energy on your side, we have the Eight of Staves. So this is actually Sagittarius energy here. So it could just be saying that when we enter into Sagittarius season, you might actually just be more talkative, right? Communicating with this person more, trying to get things moving with this person as well. And, when we have placement to move into Sagittarius, that is your fifth house of romance creativity. So in that regard, it would make sense that the energies we'll have flowing through there can actually cause a spark in you in that regard. And future energy on their side, we have the Nine of Swords. So Gemini energy here. So yeah, with this deck, it always stands out to me. Usually the Nine of Swords points to anxiety, losing sleep, and with this artwork here, we see the one couple in the forefront, and then in the background we see this person almost looking in their direction. So to me, it makes me think of someone who, maybe it's not their regular disposition to want to be in a relationship, but maybe they're just observing their environment, right, and noticing a lot of, let's say, their friends, maybe even family members might be getting into committed relationships, and that's making them think that, maybe they should be moving in that direction as well. So I do feel like it's well intentioned on the one hand, but that might not be the best energy to help lead you into a connection either, so that's a little tricky. But overall, like I said, I feel like they do have the right intention, but just maybe a bit of a strange approach to it. Viewpoint, anyway. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Eight of Arrows. So yeah, so this could just be saying that maybe there was some stress involved with this connection, right? So like I said, in the past, you just might have been more focused on your own thing. And then if this person did take it as a rejection, and then now you're trying to come back in, right? Maybe that could be pointing to where some of that stress could have come from. Or it could just be saying that, in the past, again, what we were saying there, might have just walked away from something that was more stressful. And that could have been why in the past, when you first crossed paths with this person, the timing just wasn't right for it to work out between the two of you. All right, bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Magician. So yeah, so this could just be saying that, maybe if they've been a little lackluster with their communication around feelings as well, right? Once you actually do start to open up toward them, this could just be saying that, okay, then they might actually come forward and be more revealing toward you as well. So yeah, so like I said, it seems like in the past they might have intuitively, at the very least, picked up that you weren't necessarily in the headspace to get to a connection. But then when you do shift gears and you are, it seems like it might catch them off guard. Where like, oh, where did this sudden shift come from? But it looks like ultimately, they'll get a little bit more settled, and then they'll be able to communicate more clearly with you as well. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. So first, we'll see what we get from the messages. Love Oracle card deck. I'm going to give this a few shuffles. All right, we'll take this card here. And next, we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So I'm just going to give this a few shuffles now. All right, so we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. All right, we have Acceptance. It says everything happens for a reason. So at the very least, if it is where, like we said, it was just more of a timing issue between the two of you in the past, because, like I said, it looked like you might have been getting out of a situation that wasn't really a good fit for you, and then this person, might have been more open at the time, but you weren't. So, could just be saying that, yeah, maybe there was a reason why the timing wasn't working out in the past, and now moving forward, the timing could be better. All right, and from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Serendipity. There's the artwork. The number is 18. And yeah, face value, this could be another indicator. It could just be saying that, yeah, the timing might not have been right in the past, but now you're moving toward better timing for the connection to grow. See what it says in the book, though. All right, the relationship message says Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. So yeah, that's an interesting message here too, right? So the right person at the right time, right? Because like we said in the past, you just might have been not necessarily ready for something, and this person could have come along. And again, because you just weren't in the right headspace, it might have caused for a bumpy ride in the beginning, but it could just be saying that, yeah, maybe you met them when you weren't in the right headspace for that. Now that you are, things can move forward. But like I said, at least initially, I would say don't freak out if you notice this person seems a little resistant at the sudden shift from you. I feel like this is saying, if you give a little bit of time, they'll come forward and be more forthright with their communication toward you as well. It looks like things can move in a positive direction from there. So, hope that resonated for you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.